Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vase. I actually clicked the live button by accident, went live sooner than I expected, and so it caught me by surprise. And yeah, I didn't do a show today. Been was out in the countryside here in Latvia and by Riga, so I finally got home. Had to do a quick interview. Wasn't live. Let's see how many we have on. I've been streaming like in off European hours lately, and I don't think I'm gonna have anybody on today. Let me simulate my again flying solo. Didn't have time to reach out to my network. Corey, if you're on, you want to do questions, go for it. Let me see. Oh, we already got 250 viewers. Excellent. And I will keep an eye on Telegram and see what shows up. All right, cool. I'm not sure where best to put that. All right, how about right there? Got it. All right. I'm still here in Latvia. I'm going to be off to Amsterdam on Friday. So I got a full day here tomorrow as well. I'm going to try and stream on some locations tomorrow. I might go to one of the Bitcoin shops around here and stream from there tomorrow. And we're definitely bringing you a news brief tomorrow because it's been so long. We were trying to coordinate for today, but couldn't pull it off. All right. All right, let's do it. Let's go to screen share. Let me screen share the right screen here. Boom. All right, here's the progress on the workshops. Sunday sold out again, and Saturday still has 7 seats, okay? If you are scheduled for Sunday and you wanna come on Saturday instead, because it's the same exact material, you are of course welcome. Just make sure you shoot us an email and to tone@protonmail.ch and let us know you want to come on Saturday instead, and we'll free up another spot on Sunday. I would love to sell both of these days out. That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, after that is Chiang Mai, Singapore, Perth, Melbourne, and of course, now 2 in Sydney. Someone registered for Sunday. Hopefully I can, the Sunday in Sydney will be similar to both days in Amsterdam and Brisbane. All right. Okay, next. What do we got here? Learn trading. Yeah, please do that. Affiliate codes. Hey guys, if you like my work and you want to support my work, please check out the affiliates and referral section of this website. Doesn't cost you anything to support this free YouTube channel. And feel free to do your Amazon shopping off of one of these links. Just click on any one of them and then proceed with your Amazon shopping. Though I actually do recommend these items. These are the items that I use. I need to add a lot more. I need to add books, and I need to launch my conference. The conference in Vegas is coming. Probably end of this week. I just have not had any time. I don't have time to write the about page. It's going to be like, people are going to be registering for this thing. They have no idea what they're registering for because I haven't had time to write the about page. All right, 500 viewers. Let's talk price. I do sound like Christopher Walken. I don't need to imitate Christopher Walken. Oh, somebody built me something cool. Check this out, guys. I want to give credit to the person, but I totally forgot who it was. So I had the triple moving average from Peanuts 57, and I do know who that is. And somebody took that code and made it a little bit better. And that was Yat Trader. So there it is, the triple moving average forecast. He decided to save me some time, and I think I can choose. I haven't had time to look into it. Source code. I don't really mean to go to the source code. Inputs. I think I can choose flat or linear regression. I gotta look into that. Flat assumes price stay the same. Linear regression does 3-period linear regression forecast. I'm going to leave it at flat for now. So it basically estimates where the moving average is going to be if the price does not change over the next 3 days, and which is a good estimation, actually. The best forecast for the price of Bitcoin tomorrow is the price of Bitcoin today. And as you can see, this is what I wanted, right? So you can see from this moving average that if the same exact price of Bitcoin is there in 6 days, the moving average would be exactly at the purple Fibonacci line, okay? So that's why this is neat, and you can see where the moving average is actually going in the near future. So this is really cool. Look how quickly the this is the 50-period moving average. Look how quickly that's gonna escalate to the upside. That I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. I'm assuming we're knocking out this guy. That's very unexpected, actually. I'm looking at this for the first time myself. Really cool. Let me click. Let me hold shift. Nope, I think I have to hold shift and then click. And then let go of shift. And it's not, and there it is. Okay. So let's go 50 candles back. And no, it's 38 candles. It's 45 candles. Interesting. I'm not sure about that point. That's 49 candles. And that is 50 candles back. That is a yeah, that's interesting, because we are bringing in another candle, but these candles are still going lower. I don't know. I gotta remember to look at that. I gotta make sure. Like I said, I haven't tested it yet. I'm just a little surprised. I didn't expect this one to go up that quickly. Like going up by $1,000 on a 50-period moving average seems a little steep. It seems a little steep to me. We'll need to take a look at that. The 30 seems a lot more reasonable. I was assuming that we knock out these guys, and now we're replacing this with that. But if we're replacing these, it's I don't know, interesting. I wouldn't have expected it. But anyway, well, we'll see what happens. So, but I like these forecasts. I'm going to be slowly updating my moving averages. Anyway, we're still in a bear market. Nothing's changed. It's a monthly chart. Doesn't matter. Hyperwave, nothing's changed. Weekly chart. We are just at 6,500. Again, nothing's changed. You can see how the stop and reverse points are not even budging. And the Bollinger Bands are starting to, come together. Not much is going on here. There's really not much to look at. Nothing's changed. This is the chart. This is the main chart. This is going to be my focus. This has been my focus. Let me change the moving average, actually. Let me drop this one, and let me add the new one. Favorites, triple moving average forecast. Yeah, and it's already in the colors that I wanted because I asked the person for. Yeah, this one seems to be dropping. No, there's got to be some kind of a bug here. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. That one doesn't look good. What if I change it to linear regression? I may have to look at the code. I have no time to look at the code. That makes no sense. I don't see that happening. You know what? I think that you might be. No, I was gonna say you're using the 30s. No, there's got to be. There's no way. I can't see it. I can't see it dropping that quick. I think this is still gonna be like flattening out. Something doesn't make sense. That's okay. This is code, right? This is code. It doesn't make sense to me. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Anyway, we'll check that out. Okay, so this is the main chart, right? We have a descending triangle, and ideally, you want this triangle to break on a red 2 above a red 1, or a red 3 below a red 2. You want it to be a tradable thing. You want it to be a tradable event. So it's good that we didn't break down yet. Next week could be a potential breakdown, because next week is the week of October 1st. So let's see if we can start to break down this next week or the week after. I'm still fully expecting this to break down. I'm not, oh, Corey, you're on. Yeah, if you see any good questions, shoot them over on Telegram to me. I'm expecting this to break down still. I haven't seen anything that's bullish. People seem to be tweeting at me, telling me that Peter Brand went bullish. That's fine. I don't know what he's looking at. I don't see it. I don't see it. Is it possible we're going to break out to new all-time highs? Of course, it's possible, but it's very, very unlikely. It's very unlikely. So I don't know. The longer we stay between 6,000 and 6,500, oh, we're at 65. No, we're not at 6,550. The longer we stay between 6,000 and 6,500, the higher the probability of a breakdown, not lower. We went over this on daily charts. Oh, and by the way, let me reflect back on before I go to daily charts. I'm going to reflect back on the 2014 bear market just to see where we are. And where were we in October of 2014? Man, it's becoming harder and harder to get them both fitting on the same chart. Where were we in October of 2014? Well, in September, we had already broken down, and we went below the lows for that year, basically. And we haven't broken down yet. So we're a little bit slower now because by September 15th, we already had a new weekly close. And by October 1st, we already had a new swing low and new weekly close. So we are a little bit slower. We are slower in the bear market than we were in 2014. Now, one way to think about that is that the bear market could extend longer than in 2014. Right? It's not a popular position, but it's a position. So there you are. You are breaking down slower. Now, here's the funny part, right? Like, critics are going to be critics. So people, for some dumb reason, people are complaining that my, $5,000 target hasn't shown up yet. Well, show me another person that doesn't only tell you what price they're expecting, they tell you when they're expecting it, right? So if I'm providing twice as much predicting information than any other trader, I'm obviously going to get twice as many things wrong, right? So my price prediction is still 5,000. My time prediction just got extended. That's trading, right? And that's basically what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that breakdown. Let's go to the daily chart. I'm going to try not to make this video too long because it's almost 11 p.m. And in 15 minutes, when I end this video, I'm either going to go to sleep or I'm going to go out. And I have not yet decided. Here's the daily chart. Oh, I see a tipped question. Yeah, throw that in there, Corey. Here's the daily chart. The daily chart, I'm not even going to zoom this out. The daily chart is on a red 2, which did not go below a red 1. So we wait. We wait for the daily chart to give us a bearish trade. We should wait for a red 3 to go below a red 2 to give us a bearish trade. When it does, where would our stop loss be? Probably the initial stop loss would be somewhere in this vicinity, but the moment you are making money on this trade, you got to set a break-even stop loss. That's what you got to do. You don't want to be in this situation again. You don't want this 3 candle where it dipped down and was looking like we're ready to go to 5,000 and then reverse to the upside. So you got to be careful. So, but the daily chart will give you a short trade once you go below today's low. The 12-hour chart is coming up on a 9. This 9 is actually going to be very difficult. As you can see, the stop loss from the short trade that would have taken place on a red 2 below a red 1, the stop loss has gotten hit. You should have no trade in this area. In fact, you could have lowered that stop loss to the top of the 6 candle once the 7 candle started. It's fairly reasonable, and you would have gotten out quickly on the 7 candle. It's another strategy. It's a strategy I show people during my workshop. And the 9's probably not going to come unless you get a big breakdown. To get a 9, you're going to have to go below 6,400. Though it's possible for Bitcoin to fall $100 in the next, how many hours? So that's 24 plus 4 in the next 28 hours. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. 4-hour chart went bullish. I'm gonna take this line, I'll make it green. The 4-hour chart is bullish as of 64.83. So this trade is barely break even right now. I probably would not take on this trade. I would be very cautious right now. I think the market is bearish, and I would not take on bullish trades. However, right here, at a slightly lower price, 64.75, you had a green 2 above a green 1 and above a moving average, and that's a bullish trade. Stop loss, initially below the swing low. After you started making money on the 2 candle, move it up to the candle low. Would I have moved it up all the way into break even? Maybe, probably not, but I would certainly be raising it. I would be nervous right here. Next candle will probably could give you a price flip. If not, it will be the candle after. I would be cautious here. If I was profitable on this bullish trade, I'd just get out. I wouldn't risk it. The 1-hour chart gave you a 9 and starting to reverse. The 1-hour chart, this is where I would get out of my 4-hour trade, right? Once I saw the hourly chart go into a bearish trade, I'd probably end my 4-hour trade. The CMF is trending down. OBV is trending down, not good signs. Where's the cloud? Man, going out may not be a good idea right now. You're below the cloud. This is not good. Not good at all. Oh, not what I wanted to turn on. The long-short ratio, you know, it's shorts are in good position. Shorts are in good position. Would be nice if it went higher, but shorts are in good position. Ethereum is on a 9. It's one of those tricky 9s. I talked about it last video. Please go back. I got 1,000 live viewers, guys. This is amazing. I'll do another video tomorrow morning. I have a feeling over the next 12 hours, there's going to be some interesting price movements. Bitcoin has been boring. Like when Bitcoin is stuck between 6,000 and 6,400, the moment you fall asleep on Bitcoin, it's going to break down on you. And I think it's going to break down. It can break out, but I think it's going to break down. Ethereum is, you know, once Bitcoin breaks down, Ethereum is going to crash. So it doesn't matter. S&P 500 is not having a very good week. I have been warning people to be very careful with this weekly 2 above a green 1 because the daily chart topped on a 9. It topped on an 8, but 8 was a Friday. Again, in some of my workshops, Oh, and that reminds me, I still got to put out a video from the Madrid workshop. Damn. Yeah, the S&P 500 topped on an 8. I had a feeling it would stop on an 8 only because there was a weekend involved. Would have been nice if the 8 was a 9 candle on Friday. I've been warning people. I said, wait for the pullback. The pullback is almost complete, but this is a very weak, dangerous candle. Tomorrow could be a red 2 below a red 1. And if this pullback lasts more than 4 days, you may have a full-blown, you know, sorry guys. You know, when you start talking on video nonstop, you don't get enough oxygen, and that's why you're yawning. I could also use some sleep. So yeah, let's see if we can fall down to the moving average. Maybe one of the two moving averages. Yeah, I'm still not, I need to switch to moving averages, but I think we need to update the code. I just, triple moving average forecast. Yeah, see, this is the longest moving average, and it's supposed to be the slowest moving, but it seems to be the fastest moving. So there's, I don't know, that doesn't feel right to me. And look, the market's still falling. I forgot I'm doing this. It's like 11 p.m. where I am. I forgot that the stock market is still trading. Yeah, so I would not be. I think the S&P is still bullish, but it's a short-term pullback. This is a classic buy the dip. Just not sure where to buy the dip yet. Gold is just steady. Gold is also, you know, letting the moving averages catch up, and then gold should break down. I'm not bullish gold at all. Silver, pretty much the same thing. Let it pull back a little bit. It may or may not hit a 9. We'll keep an eye on that. Apple, I drew this little triangle. Maybe we should adjust the triangle a little bit, you know. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Apple breaks down. Keep an eye on that as well. I've been warning people about Apple. I was doing that on a weekly chart. I said, be very careful. Topped on a 9, and you're in the middle of a 1 to 4 candle correction, and then you reevaluate. TSG, I can make a bullish case here. You know, it's leaning bullish. I'd wait. I'd raise this line. I'd wait for a green 2 above a green 1, and then try to catch it to the upside. I wouldn't be in this stock right now. I'd be out. What is this? This is Ripple. I'm gonna close Ripple. It's irrelevant at this point. I'm not sure why I'm looking on an SYX, but clearly right here you had a red 2 go below red 1, and now a red 3 go below red 2. I think I looked at it on a daily chart. That's why that line's there. Right, so that's the ultimate stop loss if you speculated off the 9, but you had a red 1 after a 9, you had a red 2. This is beautiful. So yesterday you had a red 2 go below red 1, and that was inside, and that was a sign of weekly. So this was definitely a bearish trade. Beautiful bearish trade. It's got plenty of room to the downside. It's already fallen. Actually, it hasn't. You want to be careful here then. It hasn't yet. Oh yeah, it has. Yeah, so that's bad. So if it was still above this line, it would be good. If it's below this line, it's bad. If we go below this moving average, that's bad. This thing can go all the way down to the blue line, whatever moving average that is, probably the 50. Amazon, hey, it's holding. It's holding this, you know, it's holding this trend line or hyperwave line. So Amazon's on a red 1. I would wait for a green 2 to go above a green 1. People have been asking me for AMD. I'll look at AMD and then I'll glance at your questions. AMD daily. Oh, I have two AMDs there. So what is this AMD? This one was last look at August 3rd. Okay, so I had an AMD chart. All right, I have two of them now. Here's AMD. Where is it? Here's AMD. Topped on a 9. This is AMD daily. Topped on a 9. Had a little correction. AMD looks fairly bullish. Let's look at the weekly. Ooh, a 913 top. I hope I mentioned this at some point earlier. I wish I did. Man, beautiful exit of AMD. I would be a little cautious here. I would definitely wait. I wouldn't risk it. It's got earnings coming up. There's a high probability they're going to disappoint on earnings because, you know, I don't think I mean, the crypto space is down. I would be very careful here. I may add this to my earnings trading portfolio here. It's a little bit, you know, not exactly the ideal price for my strategies of a $30 stock, but I gotta look into some of the options on AMD. It will be interesting. I don't even know when I'm gonna have time to even look, but I mean, if it starts to rally, it can go like crazy into earnings, and then it's a sell. We don't have 9, we don't have 6 more weeks till earnings, do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to earnings. Ooh, we're not gonna get to a 9 on a weekly before earnings. AMD is very neutral right now. I can make a bullish case and I can make a bearish case. Definitely, let's keep an eye on AMD. I wouldn't trade it right now, but maybe next week something will give. All right, guys, 1,000 people on. Let me show some affiliate codes. If you guys like this channel and you want to keep supporting this channel, I might be adding a new affiliate code tomorrow. I'm gonna temporarily remove something from this list, and then I gotta optimize because, you know, I don't know if I want to add 4 more. I might add 4 more affiliates. I have some candidates. Again, I do my best job to give you the non-scammiest affiliates and affiliates that don't cost you anything, right? Because I don't want to, like, I don't want you guys directly paying me. I've also removed my donation addresses. Like, hey, if you guys want to support, just buy something. And by the way, these merchandise discounts, I don't make money from that at all. It's pretty much like, you know, Torguard and Trading View. It's not even that much money. It's just something, just something to keep me motivated. And if you're gonna do some Amazon shopping, please click one of these links first, and then do your Amazon shopping. Okay, upcoming travel schedule: Bitcoin Wednesday in Amsterdam. I think I'm speaking at a meetup on Friday. I got to figure out with my flights. I might be a little bit late. Parallels Police in Prague. The Carnivory dinner at Prague. Don't forget about the Carnivory dinner. I don't know if Jimmy raised the price yet. It's a great part of a conference. You get to, you know, nope, still same price. Hurry up, hurry up. Price supposed to go up. So check that out. The Carnivory dinner with me and Jimmy Song. After that, I'm back in Ukraine, Singapore in the end of October, Singapore at the end of November. In between those, I'm in Australia. Oh, that's one of my presentations. And oh, the Honey Badger Conference. Hey guys, this has all been timestamped. Please go to the HODL YouTube channel. This was an amazing conference. I strongly recommend it. Here is day 1. Here is day 2. I spoke twice on day 2 and once on day 1. And I believe they timestamped all the videos. So there you go. So you can just click on it and check it out. I was on the last panel and I was on the trading panel. I think it was, there it is at 46-minute mark. All right. So there's the trading panel. Shout out to Dominique for emceeing. There's Whale Panda, and I'm in there somewhere. There, right? So go ahead and check that out. Okay, Q&A. I was gonna end this in like 3 minutes. Let's see. Your questions better be good. Got my cell phone. Let's. I'm gonna stop screen share. I just have to remember to come back to screen share if I have to pull up a chart or something. All right, what do we got? Oh, I had a question from somebody, from a client, and it was a good question. The question was, "Hey, Tone, do you think the bear market is ending because bad news don't seem to crash the price?" I don't think so. And one of the reasons is because I don't think we've actually had any bad news. So that person assumed that the Bitcoin, the bug, we're referring to it as the bug, the one that just got fixed. He's referring to the bug as bad news. I don't see the bug as bad news. I see the bug as good news. And here's why. A couple of reasons. First of all, it was a bug introduced by, again, some of the smartest people in the room, but they're not perfect. The bug was introduced 2 years ago. It was hard to catch, and the bug did not cause any damage. And I believe we did enough, explanation and damage control to explain to people that even if a bad actor would have discovered this bug, the bug was actually not exploitable because of Bitcoin, right? The same bug is very exploitable in Btrash, because if you exploit this bug in Btrash, you can exit into Bitcoin. But if you exploit this bug in Bitcoin, you just killed all blockchains. And that's assuming you succeed, because there's a 99% chance you will not even succeed, exposing the bug, and all you'll do is, you'll get kicked off the network, and the network will go to the state prior to the whole bullshit inflation narrative that the Bcash people wanted to create, right? So the fact that a theoretically potential, a dangerous bug got fixed and no damage was caused is actually good news, because now you have more confidence that Bitcoin code is stronger. You see, the difference between having good developers and having incompetent developers is that when good developers find a critical bug and solve the bug, the confidence of people in those developers actually goes up. But when you have, provably incompetent developers, and there is a bug in their code, they get the opposite benefit of the doubt, right? Like, it's hard for me to explain, right? So I've worked with developers my entire Wall Street career, and developers have a reputation, and this reputation is very difficult to reverse. If you have a reputation as a good developer and you were involved in a bug, and then you were involved in fixing that bug, your reputation is not ruined. You literally need to be, not only is that bug supposed to cause some major damage, it probably needs to happen more than once, because a developer with a good reputation does not ruin his reputation by being involved in a bug, or even 2 bugs, or even 3 bugs, because it took him potentially a decade to earn that reputation. So 1 bug doesn't hurt him. In fact, that bug can help him. It shows that this person is human, and it can prove that this person, wasn't like a plant or like a government agent putting that bug in based on the type of bug it is, right? So, like, for example, my confidence in Matt Corallo is not lowered at all. In fact, Matt Corallo was responsible for, getting that bug in there. My confidence for Matt Corallo may actually be a little bit higher today than it was a month ago, because he is a good developer, And he has proven himself over the years with all of the good things that he's done. And this will potentially make him maybe a little less cocky as a good developer, you can say. It's kind of like when a really good trader makes a really bad trade, but it doesn't blow up his whole portfolio. It makes a good trader be a little more humble and a little more careful going down, and it can make him a better trader. Like, if you continue to get lucky with a bunch of trades, a good trader can get too cocky and cause something devastating. So it's not a bad thing to occasionally come back down to earth, right? So like, my confidence in Matt Corallo's developer skills have absolutely not been diminished, and they've potentially been upgraded, right? Like, I would trust them now even more to be a little more diligent after this happened. Now, if this happens again next month, and this happens again, a few months after that, then his reputation could start to decrease. But this is development, right? And unless you've, and I've worked with developers my whole life, guys. And those developers were programming shit that was, involving on similar market caps as Bitcoin is. This doesn't hold true for developers that have been branded incompetent. When a developer is branded incompetent and they are involved in a bug, their reputation just gets worse, right? So in order for a developer branded incompetent, and like Gavin Andreessen, what's his name, Garzik, Hearn, anyone involved in B-Trash, anyone involved in Dash, pretty much anyone else involved in a shitcoin. I think Fluffy Pony is the only one that could, kind of not be in that boat. Though if he wasn't a boat, probably sink. No, I'm kidding, Fluffy. So if you have an incompetent developer involved in a bug, their reputation just tarnishes more, right? So a developer branded incompetent, whether mentally or technologically, I mean, if you are working on a shitcoin, you're already branded incompetent by default, right? Because you're working on a shitcoin. So Fluffy Pony can't make a mistake because he's working on a shitcoin. So he can't make a mistake. So as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, he's branded a competent developer. But the moment he makes one big mistake, you combine that with the fact that he's programming on a shitcoin, it's bad. So you have to understand what's going on here. So when competent developers make mistakes, it doesn't tarnish their reputation, and unless it's something unreasonably catastrophic that was exploitable, or they've proven themselves to become incompetent developers, or they just go off the rails, right? Like, look at writings by Jeff Garzik from 2012 and look at writings by Jeff Garzik from 2017. It's like a different person. It's like he's writing the opposite of what he used to. All right, I think that was a long tangent, but it was a good tangent, and it came from a client, so I'm happy to entertain that question. Next. It's become clear that there are big players that, Peter Brandt. Tone, let Tone know that Peter Brandt revoked his bullish call 8 hours ago. Oh, okay, fine. Like, I don't know why he had a bullish call to begin with. I'm sorry, guys. I thought that was crazy. Peter Brandt, thank you for coming back to reality of not being bullish. Next, we're back in agreement. Next. It's become clear that there are big players that don't want Bitcoin to go below 6,000. Sure. I think now that we are in an extremely tight range, they'll pump it over the equilibrium and we moon. No, I don't think so. Look, I'm sure there are big players that don't want gold to go below 1,000. I'm sure there are big players that don't want silver to go below $10. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Thank you for your tip, but I don't know who it is, but thank you for your $5 donation. Great videos. You think we can run to 7,000 before we go down to 5,800? I don't think so. It's possible, but it has once again become unlikely, because I'm not gonna, I know I'm not screen sharing, I'm just looking. It's possible, but unlikely. You know what? Ask me on Monday. I'll try to remember on Monday. If I had to put my money on this, if there was, you know, another Doug Polk style bet, even though I would not bet $10,000 on this one because I'm not as certain as I was before, I would say 5,800 before 7,000. But my confidence on that is like 55 to 60%. Not enough to double down on like an 11 against a 6. Because we can easily go to 7,000 and then 5,800, right? So it's like, which one first? I have a 60% confidence that 58 before 7. Can you check out Amazon? Yep, did that. Don't need to look back at it. Okay, back to Peter Brand. I don't know what a compound fulcrum is. And I'm too lazy to Google it. Maybe ask me again next time, I'll Google it. Someone's asking about my Amazon affiliate code. Yeah, if you click on one of my things and then buy something else, yeah, it should work. I'm not sure if it works in foreign countries though, but yeah, it should still work. I've been I think I made a whopping $100 from Amazon affiliates this month. Awesome. Thank you for your assistance, guys. Got a question by email. When the bottom is in and Bitcoin rises, do you think we see more altcoin froth of epic proportions? I don't think so. But there's a but coming. If Bitcoin starts to go up right now to new all-time highs, I believe it's possible for shitcoins to rise again and go even higher. But if the bear market continues, if Bitcoin goes below 5,000, if Bitcoin goes to 3,000, then I think the altcoins would fall so hard that they will not return. But right now, we're in that 50-50 gray zone of the altcoins pumping more than Bitcoin if Bitcoin goes to all-time high. So because my expectation is that Bitcoin is going to fall significantly lower, I don't expect the altcoins to have, you know, another epic bubble. But I could be wrong. You know, all the EOS scammers just quit to start a, you know, So EOS is new Ethereum, and they're going to start new Ethereum. Go watch Silicon Valley for the reference. Tone, how can you change the candlestick colors in TradingView? I am colorblind. Please advise. Just double click on a candlestick. It's very simple. You know, or just Google how to, I mean, TradingView has tutorials for all this stuff, right? I mean, I'll do a quick screen share, but like I shouldn't exactly be doing tutorials. Like, look, just double click on a candlestick and there they are, candles, color, you know, you can make them blue. You know, you can, well, I made the outline blue, sorry. I made the green candle blue, not what I meant to do. This one I probably should have made. Well, I don't want to change the color than it is. Just click on blue, you know, the red candle is blue candle. I mean, that's why I made mine red, and you can make it black and hollow. You can do whatever you like, right? You can choose any color. Just double click on a candlestick. Come on, guys. This is and style, like scale, style. Like, all right, guys, simple stuff. Google it. Poloniex just added another stable coin and added stable coin versus stable coin pair. What does this mean? I don't know. It means Poloniex just wants you to pay stupid commission fees to them. All right. I think somebody else threw in a question here. What can you say about today's Circle stablecoin? Oh yeah, Poloniex Circle. It's the same thing. I have nothing to say, guys. I mean, Circle has banking. It doesn't need a stable coin. They just give it to you in US dollars, for God's sakes. They just want to make fees. They want to make money on fees of creating stable coins. They're not that useful. Yeah, I don't shut down my laptop all that often because I have too many tabs that I don't want to lose. It's a little laggy, I know. I think there was something else I was supposed to look at. Yeah, I mentioned Bitcoin Wednesday, guys. Bitcoin Wednesday, I'll be there speaking in Amsterdam this Wednesday coming up. I always show the screenshots. Would you sell Bitcoin if a global depression sets in? Probably, you know. If there's a global depression, then I don't make any money, right? I mean, a depression means people don't have money. So who's going to pay for my workshops? Who's going to come attend? Who's going to use my affiliate codes, right? How do I make money in a depression? You know, how? You need to go find a job. No one is hiring. There's no businesses. Banks don't give you credit. Nobody can open a business. That's what a depression is. In a depression, people sell what they have. People sell their gold teeth. People sell, you know, their Lambos. So would I sell Bitcoin in a depression? Probably. I'm going to want to eat, right? I'm going to want to feed my family. This is why in a depression, the price of Bitcoin will probably fall because people will be selling it in order to buy dinner. I don't know what, I know it's a $5 tip question, but I don't know what that is. Is it a stock or is it a shitcoin? I've never heard of, and I don't want to announce shitcoins on this. So, oh, it's a stock. Yeah, sure, I can look at it. Whoa, what is that? Oh, Tesla. Wow, look at Tesla. Beautiful move off the 9. It's on a 6. Beautiful. And weekly on a price flip. Tesla's looking good, guys. Okay, oh, I gotta add the new moving average. Still don't think it's right. I gotta add the new moving average there as well. Let me find one with the right with the moving average. You know what? I'll just do this. I'll go off of the AMT. All right, this is the last one. Then I'm done. Still have 1,000 viewers though. And I'm still debating if I want to, you know, go grab a drink. Oh wait, where did I go? Why did I do that? Make a copy. I don't know what the ticker for Tilray is. So. I'm not going to talk about Ethereum Classic today. Maybe next time, guys. Tilray. I don't know what I'll find the ticker. Don't worry. I'd rather look at a marijuana ETF. Like looking at a single stock without an understanding of the industry is difficult for me. I'm not, you know, yeah, my computer is slow. Also because I'm playing my video in the background. Should probably stop. I mean, BTC is a safe haven from government confiscation, right? But if you got to feed your family because you don't have any money income coming in, you're gonna have to start selling it. Guys, unless someone can come up with a better explanation as to why gold fell 33% in 2008, Bitcoin is going to fall in a giant financial catastrophe. Because people are going to sell it to eat. So this is not loading. I don't know why. Probably because I have too many tabs open, as I usually do. Guys, I don't think Tether is what took us to 20,000. I continue to, debate Bitfinex on this. Hey guys, this doesn't seem to be working. Can change the stock. Tilray. I don't think it's going to help. I already did a London workshop. Did one in June. Next year, guys. Next year, I'll be back in London. London and Amsterdam seems to, so far, have been my highest attended workshops. All right, this is just not working. And what's the ticker for Tilray? TLRY, makes sense. Whoa. Wonder if that was a 9. Let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn it. 7. It's only 7. Shit. Yeah, I wish this would load. Whoa, that went up a lot. Oh, it's a recent IPO. Yeah, no, this thing is going back down. It went up too much. There it is, right? So your MACD's crossed, your RSI bounced off the 50. The moment this thing falls below 100, my target, that would be my target, right? So my target would be approximately $35 to $40. The prior high, there's absolutely no support on the way up, right? So you could do a couple of things here. You can, you have support. You have support there. I don't know if that's comforting or not. I'm not really sure how to draw a straight line, but straight enough, right? So you have support. We can throw Fibonacci's on here. So I guess that was the opening, or maybe, no, that had no price. So you can take the opening low and you can move it to the high. Let's make it blue, right? And well, that didn't really work, right? You already, oh wow, this thing went to 300 and crashed like a rock. I didn't even realize it went to 300. Yeah, this is, wow, that's impressive. Holy shit, this thing really moved from 150 to 300 in one day and back, and people think Bitcoin is volatile? Holy shit. Yeah, I think this is going back down to $35. I don't see any other support. I just don't. I really wonder if there were any 9s along the way. God damn it, what the? Trying not to curse. All right, one more plan. One more try. Load chart layout. AMD. I'll load the older AMD one. I think I need to restart my computer, guys. Not working. Oh, here we go. Nope, not happening. Yeah, Tampa is in consideration, actually. Tampa is certainly in consideration. Maybe even December. We'll see how tight I am. Anyway, guys, I have 5 minutes to make a decision. It's 11:30 still. The good thing there's a bar right below the apartment. But I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna stop screen share. Still have 1,000 viewers. One last time. I know I'm not going to show the affiliate codes. I already stopped screen share. Hey guys, I have one more day here in Riga. Friday, I am off to Amsterdam. I will be speaking at a meetup Friday night, I think. I will also be speaking at Bitcoin Wednesday, the week after my workshop. And my workshop is 2 days in Amsterdam, so please sign up. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll do another trading Bitcoin tomorrow morning. And then we're definitely going to try and do the morning brief or just the brief, which we haven't done in a while. Hey, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.